Smiling outside, but the happiness fake for me. Mentally foggy, but acting like we awake for me. So what's the takeaway for me? It's the fact I'm in dismay for me. So what's the case for me? The takeaway for me. It's the fact that we always feel stressed for me. Tapping on the desk for me. No more recess for me. Slipping and failing with these grades, we all stressed for me. Feeling depressed for me. So tell me, what's next for me?
It will be good to have someone to relate to. That knows who I am. And all I've been through. Knows like a pain. Someone can witness. There is an unconstitutional sickness in these schools right now. Where the color at? The diversity is horrible, like a soda flat. We need more respect. We need more knowledge.
Y'all claim that y'all want the best for us, but don't even educate us on the greatness that we come from.
I only have one teacher that I connect to, and he understands me. I feel like he knows my struggles are because as a brown child, he had to experience it too.
This is America. There's an inequity in our education. There's not enough funding in our schools. Kids feeling like they're not smart enough because they weren't given the right tools. And their hopes become a fantasy. Just wanting a better life is already a tragedy. Young black and brown girls labeled a distraction because of their anatomy. Can you have a seat? You're being a disruption. Another white teacher oblivious to the corruption. Is education selective? Well, let me tell you about all the black and brown kids that were neglected, that weren't accepted. This is America.
It's the false hope for me. Adults in charge of our educations pretend they care. They must not care too much because they give us the bare minimum and act confused when we say it's not enough. Yeah? They say they want us to do good, but push us to our intellectual limits without the proper tools. Tell us to reach for the stars, but can't supply the rocket to get there.
They're the parents of high school students, the RCSD, and other adults. We need more mental support teachers for our schools. Do y'all not see that we're losing motivation to even leave our rooms? Do y'all not comprehend that all this isolation is affecting all of us mentally? Our moods are getting worse, we're becoming depressed, but no one will understand it. Not even our parents can understand it because no one has ever experienced it but us. We are the first in human history to deal with this. They think doing school on the computer is easy, but it's not if they keep giving us more work than they did before COVID hit. But the teachers don't care anyway because they get paid either way it goes. So before you start judging your kids or why the grades looking bad, maybe check on them and their mental to see if there's something wrong, but you don't check anyway. We need more mental supporters to check on our students so no one will go uncared for. No one will feel alone if they have at least one person to talk to that they feel understands them and what they're going through. So all I'm trying to say is hire more support staff, social workers, psychologists, paraprofessionals, teachers, assistants, nurses, etc. to address the student and faculty trauma.
School and prison should not have the same effect if I have to be on defense with students and teachers. If we all take a mental break and check ourselves, we'll feel a lot better. Because from what I experienced, it is really stressful going through all this. And if everybody take a minute and listen, something will get changed.
Why do you fill children with false hopes and get high off of their devastation? The system is wrong. These schools should welcome all students. Instead, we feel the discomfort and sense that we don't belong. Realize that.
It's not okay for them to grow up into a system they believe hates them. We need funding to go into hiring support staff for restorative practices, which can help with student emotional support and guidance, giving them a safe place to express themselves and problem solve, which will help prevent suspensions and also allow for more open and healthier relationships between staff and students. Because students learn better when they can trust the people who are teaching them.
With the money given to the RCSD, I believe we need to hire more support staff in school. Not only will it give students someone they can relate to, but it also offers teachers more assistance in the building. Growing up, go to the RCSD was stressful and that sometimes depressing because it wasn't a lot of people that looked like me in the school. For example, I had a counselor in middle school that took the time to understand why I couldn't pay for the field trips or why I was wearing the same clothes to school every day.
So tell me, how is education going to be different for us? Because including my brothers and sisters is a must. Because history books is something I feel like I can't trust. I just want to be educated, not have to feel frustrated or feel like my voice is negated. So tell me, what are you going to do for me?